All right, grown Black folks talk. Where to find Black folks with whom to make some history. Yes, we are continuing the Black History Maker series. Yes, I know that we have moved over to Women History Month. I understand that. Well, that's good because there's Black women that we can talk about, but we're also not going to leave out the men. I have been away for a while, as I explained in my first Kick in the Pants video for the day. Lost 3 elders in the family, plus a friend who was an elder also. Also had some personal injury setbacks. I've been away for a little while. Haven't been feeling well. Trying to come back from that. Been vexed because I hear a lot of Black people my age just writing off the opposite gender, writing off the race all the way around the diaspora. I already talked about why we're not going to do that over here. So now that I've applied to Kick in the Pants, let's go find some people that you can make some history with. Remember, I've been talking to you about the necessity of you getting into a better circle, of you making the changes that you need to elevate. Because when you do that, you get to the other side. So let me show you the view from when you live on the other side. One of the things that happens when you live on the other side, you have a piece to develop yourself. This background that you see, I made. But I got this idea from someone who makes much better backgrounds than I am, and we'll meet that person later. So let's just start there. So I have some visual art skills. I do some speaking. Perhaps you've noticed. I also am an author. The name of my book is Black, White, and Red All Over. I haven't talked about this on this iteration of my channel, but I will here for just a point to be made. Okay, so in one Black person, you have visual artist, and you also have a speaker, and you have the author, and also the musician. Some years before that happened, I wrote this. Actually, yeah, some years before that, I wrote this. And we're not going to play a lot of it. It was a sketch then. Probably would help if I shared the screen, wouldn't it? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Some years before I wrote that book, I wrote this. And we're not going to play all of it here. Okay, that's a good place to stop. Okay. So you have in one Black person all that. This is not for me to brag and boast about who I am. It's just to let you know that no matter where you start from, you have access to people that can do writing. You have access to people who can do visual arts. You have access to people who can do music. That's the circle that you can access just by the one person that you're listening to today who could also speak. Now, putting all this together, because you have a book out there, you might need some other people. Okay. So I decided I needed to begin really moving this book forward. So I'm going to start introducing you to some of the people that helped me get it together. Check this out. Okay. The piano people that I work with. Uh, hold on. I gotta go find the people that I'm looking for. All right. I want you to meet some folks. Meet the greatest basso profundo possibly in the world. This is Mr. Eric H. Holloway, Sr. For you ladies that need to know, no, he's not single. That's his wife of 24 years. Yes, he's faithfully married. I'm very particular about who I deal with if I have a means to know. Uh, there is more here than I can tell you about. This man makes voiceovers that you probably heard on television for different products. This man makes, if you play video games, you probably heard this voice. But I'm just going to go down here and give you, he's been married 34 years. For those of you ladies who want to know if a Black man is doing what he's supposed to do, he is. Just to give you a hint of this voice. Okay, let me take this back a little bit further. Okay, that's enough for right now. So he was the voice that I wanted. I also needed someone to put together a cinematic trailer for me. Now, if I had known that Markus Rogers did his own voiceovers at the time, I would have used him. But I did not know at the time. So I asked Eric to be the voice and Mr. Markus Rogers to put together the cinematic part of the trailer. So I wrote the book and the music. Eric has a voice and a trailer. Then I went on to Fiverr, also where Eric is, and found a designer that unfortunately is no longer there, but she was a beautiful sister from Nigeria who went above and beyond to get my website up and running. This is what the four of us did. Two Black men and two Black women accomplished together. Here is the trailer. Let's see, it's a little bit smaller. Okay, so that's what we did. And this website was built by the young lady from Nigeria, the web designer. A beautiful, neat, clean website. All this was done, and of course, I think you probably recognize the person in that picture. All of this was done by Black people. The person who introduced me to Fiverr, Terrence Amen, founder of 3ufirst.com. You can have a look at that at your leisure. You'll find the website here. He was the person that told me, been a friend for 20 years. He really helped me to get myself together as a business person so that I could begin moving into more business circles to find people to do things at prices I can afford. My agent, also here on Facebook, can't really see her very well, but I'm gonna blow up this beautiful picture of this Black woman, Tennille M. Jackson, also Black. Beautiful woman, did a beautiful event recently, and that's her picture from it. So we've got another one. All right. Now we're gonna keep going. She introduced me to Cyrus Webb. Cyrus Webb is the head of Conversation Media Group. Cyrus Webb is also one of the top 1,000 reviewers on Amazon. When you get a good review from him and go on his show, your numbers go up. Up. Cyrus Webb, Black man. Let's view that profile picture. You get yourself a nice little look at him, because sometimes we need to see ourselves represented. And sometimes we need to see the opposite gender represented so we can stop telling lies about this, that, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. There he is, average looking man, but he got a lot of power and a lot of reputation. He does wonderful media packages. I'll be probably circling back to get that in a little while. I've got some other things going on, but I will circle back. Tomorrow, I'll be going on Daring Dialogues, Lord willing, with this woman, Shantae Charles, who is got a lot going on, but you have Robert and Shantae, another beautiful Black married couple doing their Black love thing. And they help leaders and artists organizations like me. She's an author and a musician. We'll soon be connecting again with H.G. Campbell, Hard Drive Publishing, giving a lot of Black people access to the publishing market daily on the grind. This is one of the hardest working men I've ever met. Also happily married, doing his Black love thing, because I'm very particular with the kind of people that I hang around with. Now, let me show you a little something else. Remember how I said that with all these people I've introduced you to? Okay, there we go. All right. So Mary Evans, who is she? When I get ready to talk about this book for real again, she may be this for the calmer parts of the book. Notice how it matches my scarf. She's just that good. And then when we get to the good stuff, she may be this. So it was necessary for me to do this video for you so that you could understand. Stop knocking the Black race. Stop knocking it here. Stop knocking it around the diaspora. Stop knocking yourself. Just stop. Black people are still out here doing things. And just because we struggle at times, I'm going to go back to this one, which is not as good, but I learned that from Mary Evans. Let me show you her digits. There she is. Right here. I believe this is her. I forget if that's her mom or her auntie. I forget. But here she is. She put that together. Y'all don't need to see. Hold on. Am I sharing the screen? No, hold on. There you go. And there she is. Right here. She taught me how to make these backgrounds. Now hers are obviously much better than mine. But all this knowledge, all this fortune that you see happening, all this book that you're looking at, oh my gosh, look at what this woman is doing. Tennille, my agent, this one here, Miss Jackson, did I, hold on, y'all. Got a lot of windows open. Did I remove poor Miss Tennille? There she is. She was the one that said to me, you're really a speaker and you need to go on and embrace that, which is why I had the YouTube channel. Actually, I'm not speaking for money at the moment, but I'm up here doing it for the community right now for free. Folks, stop writing off the people. Now, all of these links will be here in the description of this video if you feel the need to contact these people. Do me a favor, get healed first. You do not get to have a circle of Black people like this. And there's more that I can show you. There are a lot of people I work with that are not represented online that much, but we're up here doing $120 to $150 million worth of business. Things that Black people build in San Francisco, California that have not been lost. They're elders and most of them are not on Facebook. But all my circles of people are excellent circles of people. I don't run with mess. Now, there may be people in the circle that I've shown you that have a more complicated life than I know about, but they don't bring it to me and I don't know about it and I'm not going to pry. It's not my business. But the point is, once you decide to stop dealing with the 100 foolish people that have you out here thinking 47 million people or 700 million people or 1.4 million people of African descent in Africa and around the diaspora should be written off, once you heal from that, then you get to find a better quality of people. They exist. And I will link you up with some of these. But please first get healed. Get healed. Don't tell them I sent you till you get healed. Please. But they're available to you. They will work with you on your prices. But please do not go in. That's a different video. We're going to talk about that next. Actually, you know what? I should actually do that. I'm going to do that after this video. We're going to talk about how to approach people on a higher level, respectfully. And that includes not always asking for discounts. Put your money together and treat people the way you want to be treated. But that also goes back to get healed so you understand what your work is worth. And then when you understand what your work is worth and you're no longer in despair about you and your value, then you no longer want other people to come down to your level, but you recognize I can go up to wherever I need to go. That's a different conversation. But I wanted you to see that. And I wanted to give you access to people who can help you do the things that you need to do. Get healed, get ready, elevate, change your circle. If nothing but confusion and drama is around you, do the things you need to do to heal and change your circle. Because as close as your YouTube channel, as close as being subscribed to me, a better quality of doing things, some of the best in the world, Black people, are available to you. Really, we're not talking about thousands of dollars either. Now, there are people I work with that cost thousands of dollars in the international scene. That's a different video. But you don't have to write off your own people. We are still out here doing excellent things. Please, 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 please do not give up on yourself and give up on Black people. That would be foolish. God did not make you an African American or a member of the African diaspora by mistake, nor did he do that to cripple you. I have shown you evidence today. All right, thank you for your time. I may come back one more time today because we need to sit here and talk about how to approach people on a higher level. But we'll see if that happens, because I do have some other things. I got to get ready for that interview with Miss Shantae a little bit later, so we'll see. All right, and when that's finished, I'll link back to that. All right, you have a good day now. Goodbye. Thank you for watching and letting me fuss at you a little bit.